Greetings. I want to talk about something important. I was actually having a lesson with somebody, one of my clients, a university an undergraduate, in fact. And while we were talking, I said something. I mentioned something. Okay, she said something. I think I asked a question, and considering the way she answered that question, I wanted to tell her that you are too intelligent to be saying things like this. That was what I wanted to say. But the moment I said, you are too intelligent, she interrupted. I just stopped at, you are too intelligent, before she interrupted me. And she interrupted me saying, why that? And then I asked to know why the reaction. And she said, the moment you make use of too, it means opposite. If you say I'm too intelligent, are you trying to say that I am not intelligent? And when she said this, I remembered that during the time that I was in secondary school, I think I came across a particular teacher that told us then as a class, that whenever you make use of too, that whatever you use it before becomes negative. I remember it clearly. I remember the teacher told us that whenever you tell somebody you are too beautiful, it means that person is ugly. And whenever you tell somebody you are too tall, that it means that person is short. I don't know if some other persons remember things like this. And this is a notion that this particular girl, this particular lady still has in her mind. Let us put it straight. That idea is wrong. Tell anybody that Valley Light said that. That idea is wrong. Now let us look at this. This word, too, is an adverb. It is an adverb of degree. It is an adverb of degree. Now, remember, an adverb, or rather, adverbs are words that modify verbs, right? Adverbs modify verbs, they modify adverbs, they modify adjectives. That is to say, they tell you how these things actually are. Okay. Now, and a verb is an action word. An adverb modifies a verb, and a verb is an action word. That is to say that an adverb will tell us how an action took place. In a situation where a verb is a being word, that is where a verb talks about status. Now, an adverb tells you about that status. It gives you more information about it. Okay, now we have adverb of degree. There are different types of adverb. Adverb of frequency, adverb of time, adverb of place, and the rest of them. I am still going to talk about that. But we have adverb of degree. This is an adverb that answers the question, to what extent? To what extent? That is what this adverb of degree talks about. Now, when you make use of too, you are too this, or this is too, it does not mean, take it, it does not mean that that thing is negative of what you mentioned. No. If you say you are too tall, it does not mean you are short. If you say you are too beautiful, it does not mean you are ugly. No, it doesn't always mean that. Look, this is what we mean by adverb of degree. There is a difference between telling somebody you are tall. You have something like this. You are tall. Another person will say, you are very tall. This tall here and this tall here are not the same. There is an adverb of degree here to make you understand that the tallness here is something. The tallness here is more than what we are talking about here. You are very tall. This is an adverb of degree, just like this. Now, when you make use of too, T-O-O, what does it mean? When somebody says, you are too beautiful, there is something that person is looking at. Maybe you are too beautiful to be here. Maybe you are far more beautiful than the people that are here, or the people that are supposed to be here. Okay, let me use a context here now. I don't know if it happens in other countries, but in my side, there is this belief that if you come to some classes, let me say SS1, for instance, that these children are grouped according to their degrees of intelligence or brilliance. Now, it is assumed that people in A are usually people that are brighter, people that are more brilliant, people that are more intelligent than the people that are in B. The people that are in B are brighter than the people that are in C, and so on. In many schools where you have A, B, C, D, E, as in streams of a particular class, let's say SS1, and you have up to E, F, G, it is assumed that people in G are far, far, far lower than people that is lower in intelligence than people that are in A. It is assumed, remember. Okay, now, when you tell somebody you are too intelligent, let's say a teacher meets somebody in SS1F, for instance, and you tell this person, you are too intelligent to be here. What it means is that you are higher than, in intelligence, you are higher than this place you are. You are supposed to be somewhere else. Somebody meets a girl and says, you are too beautiful. Take note that there is something that is supposed to come. Maybe the person decides not to say it, but something is supposed to come after that. Maybe in a situation you want to tell the person, you are too beautiful to be a human. You are too beautiful to dwell among men. It's not always the case that whenever you say you are too beautiful, it means that you are ugly. No, take away that. You are too intelligent. Maybe you are too intelligent to have been delayed admission. Maybe you are too tall to be among these people. You are too old to do this. It does not mean maybe when somebody says you are too old, it means that you are very young. No. You are too old to do this. It means that you have overgrown this thing you are doing. You are higher than it. Understand that. Except for situations where the person is being ironical and you know it, that this person is being ironical or being satirical. Now, irony and satire are in literature. Being ironical means you are saying the opposite of what you have in your mind. Except for this case, understand that whenever you use this adverb of degree, it simply means that where you are is, okay, it simply means that that particular thing that is being talked about is higher in degree than what is expected within that range. Understand this. Thank you so much.